Yo, Ghana man adishimaiman. Man Ghana. Say, Yashwanti, Ubia Hoye. Yawinti, Ghana, Bijanavan. And Penny and Quada. They made me a catch Ghana for women and say, Yamon Paye, and Famon man. Emun Penny, and Ma Nemema, Yamofra, Edmayafo, no man. Intimin tumpon and con him said ye. Yano dear, ya na. Your offer say, Indian, your mammy, papa, and pursue to pine cotton. A papa, when you baby caught was yampo for ye. What to name be say, Yan yet ye, and Sunny a penny a hoye, atana. And nunti, and now, and penny for see how much it's over. You. Se muhu mewie ya na me nkomo nyina ekoma eye menuanom MPP4 to me se ewo nsem a aya na ka se emwani gemeboa ema ho henha wa abrabo mmeboa emo se to me ni firi nsem a na ayese de wo so adaban na ayese de wo haw bi yeden eda wo so sa na tie nti se to me wan hwe ni yi ni firi unsa saa na obehu enche ni yakwakoto eye presidential candidate aban ye kwani akoyi ye kanifo a obedi ye enipa a bebegine nyina se ye nto won so aban hwan na nye MPP ni obia ye MPP ni na hwan ne se na ofata obia se fata de obia ye bia no ode boa party no nenso nipa mi edu tumirika danya ba ko ne bedikan ohwe amane ayehu ene niema sebi to MPP aban mesre itu nkotwere de etwere akomanto yi na yenyai wantwi no yenya huhu no yenya nenti twitwa no ni onim to ene yede ni gina twene ne ano di onim to ene yede ni gina twene ne ano eje kwa brantie munum se nyum to adwuma ni sini adwuma ntiminya adate ko nkura nketo ani akase nyina Ghana fu nyina epre ehwehwe se MPP aban beba MPP aban ba so a hwan nanka ompe se oju omani di obi aka dodo ni nyina campaign eka nyina nse Kennedy akompreko Agyapong Kennedy wanyina Agyapong ana dodo ni nyina hwehwe no Sabi, mumyemfa yawo. Sabi, mumyemfa bi a wotan bi. Ne yankase da bi. Ne yeye a eye ma yankasa. Ene ya ye wo opposition no. Muhu niema ekoso. Mesrem. Sabri de Kennedy ne betimi akwaji MPP aban ana Ghana yi asiwo. Nese na chi no obia peso ba. Ebebo nipa kro ama ono so so aba. No baba beso timisrem that guitar enche ene wo mo ka bi ewom empanyin en chese mo a motu aban bi yeye na anu bi die no muntwa so na anu bi abro bi amudi ye na odi abro ebi kan na die dodo no kan mo mi entie emi ye ni abro ni enfa Kennedy o hene Agyapong mo mi bi nyuma enyuma bakru mu a emnante na mabawa omo to panyin so da no adana so duaba ye hwe nsem yi sisi amama ye twa ho ahia se emnante etu atian sa na ye hwehwe organ dabi tina mkase ye nyem yeti asa na yakopani ho yatra timisremo enche ne yakwakoto aba no ka kire onua ka kire papa bi ka kire wa asolema ka kire odwuma ifo a omo to aba ni bi yeyi se panyin si wa yibi ajai yenkase wa yibi akoso sisi die eprono na die yenkoto abanama Kennedy o hene Agyapong umpewi na apadie obeye president 2028 ama Ghana afana tut
his consistent advocacy for the grassroots, his alignment with the grassroots, which ordinarily, I mean, they are the people that will always go and campaign and bring the vote. His acceptability, his marketability. And let me use this opportunity to explain this point. It's very crucial. people always confuse visibility with marketability. Visibility is presence. So somebody may be visible, but may not necessarily be marketable. When you are talking about marketability, we are talking about credibility, where people trust you, where people recognize you, that you take responsibility for situations, whether good or bad. And based on that, they are able to have some confidence in you, and that inures to your credibility. So credibility then translates into marketability, and of course, it's also equal to acceptance. So, I mean, don't let us miss the two. In the case of this current discussion, we are talking about how the person will be accepted by the people, and we are making a strong case that Kennedy Agyapong, with his advocacy, with his entrepreneurial work, jobs that he created for the people, Ghanaians noting him for that, his character traits, being bold, courageous, fearless. I mean, these are all trademarks of every great leader, that we make a very strong and superior case that at a crucial time like this, like I indicated, in the spirit of the party's revival, we need somebody like Kennedy Agyapong to rescue power for the MPP. Other than that, I mean, no matter how rich your ideas are, well, for me, I don't believe there is one single human being who has inherent, I mean, some powers to conjure some ideas. Some challenges as a country has always been systemic. We know them, and we know the solutions with them. The solutions are no ideas. The solution has more to do with having the political will and the tenacity to make implementation or make decisions. It has never been premised on any ideas. The ideas has always been there.
Okay.
The character to implement, and that is where Kennedy Agyapong stands strong. So, I mean, in ending, we are concluding that based on the same history, based on the same record, if you look at the trajectory of MPP, our vote has always been in the ascending order. It is only Dr. Bawumia that has brought it in the downward trend. And so history does not support him. Just like Professor Dubois, when he failed to perform, the delegates spoke very clearly and loudly that in MPP, the only caveat for giving you a second chance has always been contingent on performance.
Just hold on. Fred has a quick question for you before you go.
Yes, Kwesi, you've talked about unity, you've talked about acceptability and marketability. There are many people who believe that the party's 2024 defeat, your candidate cannot absolve himself of blame, in the sense that some of his comments, some of his actions in the primaries before that election also affected your candidate, which is Dr. Bawumia. Now, this candidate has been presented again. Your candidate comes up again. The question is, how is your candidate going to unite the party? From where people stand, your candidate is a divisive figure and cannot unite the party. And as the party heads to 2028, you need a united party. So what do you say to the people who say your candidate cannot unite the party ahead of the 2028 elections?
Well, I mean, very impressive question. I've heard it so many times. We've answered it so many times. I mean, let's be blunt and call a spade a spade. It's not Ghana, it's Dr. Bawumia's campaign team that has been propagating that falsehood. But for emphasis, I'm not sure Kennedy Agyapong's comments resulted in the DDEP. I'm not sure it was Kennedy Agyapong who said when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. I'm not sure the economic mess, it was Kennedy Agyapong who was in control and was the head of the economic management team. And for that matter, he occasioned that. The NAPCO people that we failed to pay, I'm not sure it was Kennedy Agyapong who engineered that. I mean, the list can go on. 1,001 of them, all the mess in the system.
Hello, Kwesi.
Are you asking another question? When the party folks were calling for, how do you call it, the reshuffle? I'm not sure who opposed it. The lists are there, the reasons are there. When comments were being made that we were going to bring Muslim votes, I'm not sure it was Kennedy Agyapong who said it. When comments were made that we have arrested the CD and giving the dollar and giving the keys to the IGP, I'm not sure it was Kennedy Agyapong who mentioned it. So this approach of always running away from responsibility, I call it responsibility fugitiveness, and I'm not sure it depicts that of a good leader. The greatest trademark of leader is to accept responsibility, whether good or bad.
Okay.
You cannot reprobate and approbate.
But like I was saying, I've heard the arguments being canvassed, but I respectfully submit that the second chance argument that my brother Akbar raised appears rather simplistic. Akbar must pay some attention to the data